What are liquidity pools in crypto? On-chain activity has exploded as a result of decentralized finance, DeFi. The volume on DEX can compete with the volume on controlled exchanges in a meaningful way. New sorts of products are increasingly entering the ecosystem. But what enables all of this expansion? The liquidity pool is one of the key technologies that underpins all of these products. So what are liquidity pools? This is the question we'll be answering in today's video. Let's dive right in. What are liquidity pools? In a nutshell, a liquidity pool enables crypto traders and investors to have access to market liquidity in DeFi marketplaces. Liquidity pools in particular are a pool or funds placed in a smart contract to provide liquidity for decentralized exchanges, DEX, lending and borrowing protocols and other DeFi applications. A liquidity pool may be thought of as a decentralized version of an order book or matching engine powered by a smart contract. What is a liquidity provider? Individuals or professional market players that utilize their crypto assets to offer liquidity to a liquidity pool for the underlying DeFi protocol to function are known as liquidity providers, LPs. Throughout the use of automated market makers, decentralized trading pools offer up the financial market to anyone who wants to be a liquidity provider, AMS. Liquidity providers finance a smart contract with two or more cryptocurrencies, usually in equal proportions, in a decentralized exchange, for example. This creates a market for that cryptocurrency's pair's trading activity. Providers of liquidity are compensated with a portion of the exchange's transaction fees, which incentivizes them to offer liquidity. They are compensated based on the amount of liquidity they contribute to the pool. How do liquidity pools work? Market liquidity is found in the order book of a given asset or currency pair in conventional financial markets. When two parties can agree on a price for the quantity they wish to exchange to fulfill an order, they are matched there. Order books are also used by centralized crypto exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken to match buyers and sellers for each cryptocurrency trading pair. In both traditional and crypto capital markets, a significant amount of capital is generally necessary to operate as a market maker, i.e., someone who earns money by providing liquidity to a market by giving bids and offers to other traders. Anyone may become a liquidity provider in a decentralized finance, DeFi market by depositing into a crypto liquidity pool and receiving trading fees proportional to their financial contribution to the liquidity pool. Liquidity providers deposit funds in smart contracts to provide continuous liquidity for every transaction. People, rather than market makers or other users, transact against the liquidity in the smart contract. Liquidity pools employ an algorithm that determines asset prices based on trades that take place in the pool. By raising the price of an item as demand rises, the algorithm guarantees that the pool maintains liquidity. Liquidity providers deposit two currencies in equal proportion to trading pools, like Uniswap and SushiSwap, which utilize a continuous market maker algorithm. For example, ETH and USDC. LPs can earn protocol tokens as an incentive for supplying liquidity to the trading platform by staking so-called liquidity provider tokens, in addition to getting a portion of the pool's trading fees, LP tokens. What are liquidity provider tokens? Liquidity providers receive a liquidity provider token, LPT, when they deposit funds in a pool, which reflects their portion of the pool. Liquidity provider tokens, LPTs, are used to decide how much money LPs put into a pool and how much money they get in transaction fees for providing liquidity. This allows LPs to maintain control of their assets while in the pool. LPTs can be staked, exchanged, or moved to other protocols on the same blockchain since they have the same attributes as other tokens on the same blockchain. A BNB BUSD LPT, for example, might be staked on PancakeSwap to earn Cake, the trading platform's protocol token. Why do we need liquidity pools? Smart contracts are used by all DeFi protocols, and the execution of smart contracts costs a gas price, i.e., a blockchain transaction fee. As demonstrated in the early days of decentralized trading on the Ethereum blockchain in 2017, bringing standard order books into decentralized exchanges leads to poor performance and high transaction costs. Because most DeFi protocols operate on Ethereum, which produces only 13 to 15 transactions per second, fulfilling orders using a typical order book system will take a very long time. Furthermore, gas prices on the Ethereum network are extremely high, which would significantly reduce market makers' profits. Liquidity pools were created as a result of the necessity for an alternative source of liquidity provision. The Automated Market Maker Protocol, which was first suggested in liquidity pools by Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin, substitutes the order book with mathematical formula for pricing assets and permitting trade executions, allowing anybody to trade in a decentralized, trustless, and transparent manner. Furthermore, the potential for anybody to offer liquidity guarantees that the crypto ethos remains open, borderless, and inclusive. What are liquidity pools used for? Most DeFi systems run on liquidity pools, which have approximately $83 billion in crypto locked up in smart contracts. The most common use for liquidity pools is decentralized trading, which is occupied most of this video. There are, however, alternative protocols that make up liquidity pools. Another common application for liquidity pools is decentralized lending. Lenders can deposit crypto for borrowers to borrow in return for interest payments and, usually, a protocol token in decentralized lending pools. Another common application of liquidity pools is yield farming or liquidity mining. Because the liquidity providers are generally paid out in the platform's native token, they can stake their liquidity providers' tokens, LPTs, to generate an additional return. Liquidity provider tokens can also be staked or utilized on other platforms to offer liquidity. This increases overall liquidity in the DeFi ecosystem that allows LPs to move their potential profits by leveraging their crypto holdings. Minting synthetic assets, tranching, and governance are some of the most interesting uses of liquidity pools. Liquidity pools are set to have more use cases as time goes on, thanks to the rising rate of innovation in the crypto industry. How to join a liquidity pool. The procedure for gaining access to liquidity pools differs very slightly from one platform to the next. Some are more technical and demand more knowledge, while others are more user-friendly and gamified to make the experience as simple as possible. To join a liquidity pool, establish an account on the platform of your choosing and link it to a smart contract-enabled crypto wallet like MetaMask. The next step is to select a cryptocurrency pair and a liquidity pool in which to deposit your crypto asset. Then you must ensure that you have sufficient quantities of the two assets you wish to deposit. Finally, you must deposit both assets to obtain your LP tokens. That's all there is to it. What are some examples of liquidity pools? In a decentralized trading sector, there are hundreds of liquidity pools, but a few trading platforms have emerged as the go-to alternatives for traders and investors searching for decentralized crypto liquidity. They include Uniswap, Balance, Curve Finance, PancakeSwap, Bancor, Convexity Protocol, Kyber Network, SushiSwap. Because liquidity pools may be formed by users, they are available for a wide range of assets. The sole constraint is that the tradable tokens must be available on the liquidity pool provider's chain. For example, you can only exchange Ethereum-based ERC20 tokens on Uniswap or SushiSwap, but PancakeSwap is limited to Binance Smart Chain's BEP20 tokens. ETH, BNB, and stablecoins like DAI, USDT, and USDC are among the most common assets found in liquidity pools. SafeMoon, a well-known meme coin, might be exchanged or placed in liquidity pools. One of the fundamental technologies in the current DeFi technology stack is liquidity pools. They allow for decentralized trade, lending, and yield creation, amongst other things. Smart contracts now fuel nearly every aspect of DeFi and will most likely continue to do so in the future.